Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome to 6 News. So we finally have the release date for Year 3 Season 4.2, which of course is the big balancing patch for the mid-season. Now, this is great. We finally have the release date, which is the 29th for PC of January and the 30th of January for consoles. So we don't have to wait very long at all now, which is brilliant. Of course, I've done quite a few videos on this patch because it came out originally on the test server. Then the balancing got added to the test server, and then they did a balancing blog as well with designer notes. It's been pretty busy. So we've already seen the graphs on why they were changing the operators, and they gave a description. But we'll go through everything real quick here. So for Calves, she's getting a pretty severe nerf. So our damage on our pistol at point blank range is going from 99 to 65, but the damage drop off is being kind of normalized with other pistols. So she's worse now at close range with that point blank. But she had such a bad damage drop off before that it was useless at medium to long range. Now it's actually somewhat useful at medium to long range, which is great for Cav. But of course, a big nerf when it comes to point blank. Now, the reason they actually did this in the designer notes, they say that it was actually because the lower ranks were kind of having an issue with it kind of being consistent. So, a brand new player might get immediately destroyed by Cav and not know why, and it's all just down to that close range. This kind of changes it a bit, and it kind of normalizes Cav. Of course, it is odd to be changing Cav so late after she was released, but it's, like I say, all about consistency, and it is a buff and a nerf at the same time, just depends on your range. So we'll see how this plays out when this patch goes live. Now, another big and surprise change was Clash, who is just horrible right now, with the fact that from the graphs we've seen that picking her just increases the chances your team's going to lose, which is not good for an operator. Now, the way they're going to fix her or kind of buff her is to make her SMG fully automatic. So it's basically making it into a primary. So yeah, and this is going to be interesting. It means you can probably play Clash solo, which is very odd. Definitely see her as a support character, and now you really can run around solo if you want. You can use that shield at certain points and then switch to your primary and go full auto. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out in the live server, because it could change Clash quite dramatically. But will it save her from a really bad win rate? I don't know. Now, Kaid's change, it's pretty much not even worth talking about. It's just his SMG is going to be faster to aim down sights, which is lovely, but that gun is still pretty rubbish when it comes to damage and all that. So again, we'll just have to wait until we get the next kind of balancing and we see where he ends up in the graphs. He might well improve. Maybe that's all he needs. And then Doc and Rook, who currently have a win delta that just keeps going up every season. They have nerfed the MP5 when it comes to max damage. And we'll see how this plays out as well. I don't know, because obviously you just need headshots in Rainbow. If you're good at getting headshots, it's still, that MP5 is still great. We'll have to see how this plays out too. And a very tiny change here for Nomad. It's not really a balancing change. It just means that when you fire the Nomad's gadget onto a wall, the little gadget that deploys onto the wall will blink, and then when it actually becomes activated, it'll become a solid yellow light. So it just blinks until it's activated. That's basically that. Pretty simple. Now, the only other thing that I think is, there is some major bug fixes, like the visual glitch that people were using to mess up people's games, so they could actually make other people's games mess up, so that they could then win ranked games, which is just a horrible way to win, but people were doing it. That's finally being fixed. They've got some like shield collision stuff. There's some good changes, but one of the big ones is Kaid. So it says shotty in the console has really bad recoil, like absolutely massive recoil compared to mouse and keyboard. So that is being fixed. Finally, almost a full season in, he's actually getting that fixed. And the rest of the stuff is relatively small, but of course always good to be getting a big list of fixes. And like I say, this will be out very, very soon. January 29th for PC and January 30th for consoles. There will be specific times probably shown off on the Rainbow Six Siege Twitter on those days. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.